Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Sessions.
We're
excited to be back. We're excited to be with you guys today. Just for you guys who may be tuning in for the first time, Sessions is a chance for us to just catch up with some amazing talent just from across the board, whether they're artists, whether they're dancers, musicians, whether, just people in the creative industry, and just really get an opportunity to know who they are and put you guys onto something a little bit special. Now, today we're joined by, we call him Ronald Babarons.
Babarons,
there
bro.
We go.
Man, like.
Yo. How's it going, guys, man? How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, bro.
How you keeping?
I'm good, man. Thank you so much for having me on, man. I'm good, man. Blessed.
Amazing, bro. I mean, the people are curious to know who you are, obviously. We've gassed you up a little bit. You're the Wonder Man, the music man.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, tell us a bit more about yourself. Obviously you're a producer, you're into music, but tell us a bit more for people who don't know who you are.
Wow. Well, yeah, my name is Ronald. Artist name, producer name, Babarons. And yeah, I'm an instrumentalist, producer, just a all-round music creative, really. Songwriter, artist, singer, all of that. I think, yeah, man, but my inspiration just comes from when I was in church, really. So from young, so I guess 6, I guess I've been in a choir. I guess I picked up a guitar around 9, 10, and then the rest is history. Still now, so it's been one of those roads where just taking it by each day as it comes.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Do you know what? I feel like I've seen a lot of great artists, instrumentalists, musicians come out of the church. But that's a good foundation just to be able to, practice. You said you picked up a guitar, etc. So, yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And so, when did Babarons start? First and foremost, where did the name come from? That's a big boy name.
That's one of those names that your mind will just throw at you. It's just Babarons. I was like, all right, cool, I'll roll with it. I like it. I like the fact that it takes that Nigerian aspect of me and puts it in front of the name. So I just rolled with it, and yeah, really, it's just I think it was at uni. Yeah, they just threw it at me, so I was just like, yeah, let's just take it. So I like it.
Come on, and bro, obviously you mentioned that you picked up the guitar when you were younger. I know you played bass as well.
Yeah,
I've seen you play a little bit of keys, bro. How many instruments do you play, man? Come on, what's going on? Save some talent from some of us, bro. Come on, bro.
You know what it is, yeah? I tried to be like my dad. I grew up watching my dad. Yeah, his main instrument was the saxophone. And
sick.
Yeah. So I mean, I grew up in a white garment church. So everything was music there. Everything was there. So my dad was the MD for a while. He was the saxophonist, keyboardist, drummer, bass guitarist. He was everything.
All right, cool, bro. So obviously you mentioned kind of your dad being one of your inspirations music-wise, because obviously he kind of showed you the ropes when it comes to being an instrumentalist with the bass and all that type of stuff, which is dope. Now, would you say, I guess in terms of your main inspirations, who would they be? Obviously your music is amazing. What you've been producing is amazing. But where have you got that inspiration from? Who do you look up to? Who do you want to emulate, if anything?
I think the first and foremost inspiration that I had when I was younger was Michael Jackson. Definitely Michael Jackson. All of them kind of vocalists. Coming into the early 2000s, I think most of the music I was listening to was definitely Craig David. He's an amazing vocalist. Honestly, I really admire him as well. But people that I guess I would like to emulate and to maybe be like is you've got the Jules. Shout out to Jules.
Shout out to Jules.
Melvito, Malik Berry. You got SARS as well. These are great Nigerian. What's it called? Not Nigerian, just African producers, African artists as well. And I feel just recently, maybe the last 10 years, that Afro fusion has become the style that's in.
Bro, definitely.
In style, I guess. So I guess what my thing is.
Ronald, if you don't mind, actually, can you tell the crowd what Afro fusion is? Because there's a lot of people out there that they don't really know what that is.
Afro fusion. The way I define Afro fusion is everything that starts off with the bass is Afro beats. You got your simple maybe 1, 2, 3 kind of Afrobeat as a foundation, and you go from there. So you have many songs like Adekunle Gold, Afro pop with the something different, and then you have another you got the Afro like house, like with the South African music. I don't know. There's one song with Burna Boy and Wizkid, Spono. That's like that Afro house as well.
Yeah, that's a bad
man.
I think Afrofusion is just the fusion of everything into Afrobeats, so that you can now feel and understand what the heart of Africa is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that's what I define Afrofusion to be anyway. So yeah.
Amazing. But yeah, sorry, continue. You were saying, so in terms of your inspirations, obviously the last thing you said was SARS. SARS is insane. And I feel like people don't actually. He's one of those producers whereby obviously SARS on the beat. What was it? 10 years ago now? Ages ago. That, you know, when he dropped that song with Wizkid, yeah, it changed the game, real talk. And for me, I remember it very well because the instrumentals, like the whole beat itself was so spiritual, you know, to listen to. But he's one of those producers that are kind of low key now. You know, he's doing stuff behind the scene, but he's made a real impact on the game.
Honestly,
which is amazing.
He's just too dope as well. So he's definitely would be one of my inspirations. And I feel like just in general, like in recent years, like the whole uprise of like Africa that has come across to the Western world, I feel like everybody is just doing what they can. So I feel like you can draw inspiration from absolutely everybody. So yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. And even thinking back to, because you've given us quite a range of people that, you know, you drew inspiration from. So like even going back to your Malik Berries, you said Labyrinth, Michael Jackson. What was it about these people that was it? Because I'm hearing, you know, a lot of vocalists coming out in these. So what was it about them that was inspiration to you?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's first of all, Michael Jackson is the legend. He is the king of pop. It's just the way they look at music, and I guess the way that I've kind of also seen music as well. I've also seen music as a kind of formula. Like 1 + 1 will equal 2, and this 2 will make you like dance. This 2 will make you move your head. This 2 will make you shake. So like it's with these people, I liken myself to them. I feel like we have similar attempts when we look at music. So again, Michael Jackson, Malik Berry, Labyrinth, and all these kind of guys. I feel like on a vocal scale, they're amazing. Like what they do in their own lane as well. So I feel like I can draw so much inspiration just from them, where they're going as well. I think Labyrinth is one of the guys that is a bit of out there in terms of the other two, because his music is not really as, I would say, urban, but I feel like him in his own world, he's doing such too talented, bro. Too talented, honestly.
Talented. And I guess, bro, obviously cool. Well, we could literally be sitting here talking about this all day. I can't even lie to you, because I love music, I love beats, bro. I always say to people, and this is when I'm listening to music myself, lyrics are cool, but it's the beat for me. The production,
it's the beat for me.
Those undertones, everything. The beat in my head, that's key. And whenever you give me a good beat, you can be saying nothing on the lyrics wise, bro. That's what matters. And I'm in my head. I'm like, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, bro. So I feel you on that one. Now, obviously, you've just kind of released an EP, Women Love Sweet Things, which is amazing. So well done, bro. Big ups to you for that.
Appreciate that.
What was that like, man? Like, how did you find the process, the creative process? You know, the patience that it takes.
Yeah.
The reception. Loads of questions. I do apologize, but how has the EP made you feel? Yeah.
The funny thing is, this EP was like a great experience for me, honestly. Working with so many talented artists from both here and Nigeria as well.
Amazing.
Excuse me, but the process was lovely. I wouldn't change anything about the process. It's just, you know, sometimes you have emails that need to be responded to, and you know nobody responded. But like forgetting that part, in terms of creative process, I think it's wonderful being a singer and a producer as well, because you understand what the vision is for a track. And like I said, I look at music as a formula, so I always want a specific sound or a specific tone. Like many artists that have worked with me will tell you that I'm really pedantic with the way that something is sung. So on this particular track, like on this particular project, I was really like, I really wanted to impart myself, even though I wasn't on all of the tracks like vocally. I really wanted to make sure that okay, everything is
Whoa,
going.
whoa. Are you telling me you put some vocals on the tracks? Which tracks are you on?
Oh, I was on the fourth track. Funny thing.
I thought I recognized the voice. I was like, nah, man. It can't be him. Wow, impressive. Sorry to interrupt, but you caught me off guard, man. Continue. I just thought you were the brain behind the production. You produced everything. I guess you maybe dropped a couple, because you know these days producers kind of have their own. It's changed a bit. The game has changed, whereby you produce a track and you get people to feature on it. So I thought that was the main focus. I didn't actually realize you on it yourself. So, bro, even more big ups to you. Congrats. No.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Man. Continue.
No, it's cool. Like I said, it was just a great process in itself. I think all the artists that were part of it, like UK Afrobeats finest, Ade Josh and Zizzy Bo, they did something amazing with Someone's Daughter. Like, I remember that whole creative process. Like we were in the studio, and they were just like, "Yo, let's just go back to back." Like R. Kelly and Usher in Same Girl, although they're cancelled. But you know, like I said, it was just like great to work with so many people. Like I messaged a couple guys in Nigeria on track 1 and track 3. Like they are absolutely like killing it, honestly, in their own lane. They're doing bits. So like if you can like check out the EP, it's everywhere. And like I said, it's just for me, just seeing how other people understand music and what they do and why they do it is it for me. You understand? So it kind of makes me wonder why Wizkid can drop a song like this. It makes us like lose our head. But Burna Boy makes us lose our head in the same place. But these people are two different people. You understand? So yeah, really. And I guess the last track was Funny Thing, which was me. I really wanted to kind of express myself as well on like that kind of like Afro chill vibe, really. So yeah, I brought it home, and again, just let me know what you might think if you guys have listened to it as well. But yeah, it's one of those ones.
No, I was even going to ask you. So, I don't know if you asked this question, but what is your favorite track on the EP?
Woo!
I know it's a bit, man. It's a bit of a tough one still, but we like to ask those tough questions, you know. So
get to that,
you know.
Come on. Yeah, like all of them have different vibes, but
nah. This I don't want a diplomatic answer. Don't you?
Nah.
All of them are great. No.
No, but they're all great. They're all great.
Come on.
There's no doubt about it. All of them are absolutely great. I'd definitely say Someone's Daughter. Like I said, the track I was working with Ade Josh and Zizzy Bo. Shout out to them.
That one, I think that was one of my favorites in the thing for sure.
It was serious.
That was one of my favorites for sure. It's dope. And to be honest with you, you know, when you guys blow, I'm gonna say, remember us lads here, you know what I'm saying? Listen, obviously, you know what I'm saying? We play. Don't worry, it's cool. I'll message you later on, innit?
Amen.
And bro, obviously, you know, I said we're gonna talk about it, innit?
It had to happen.
Wizkid's recent album.
That was you, yeah.
So what, bro? I must have caught wind of this obviously on the day it released. I was like, wait a second, hold on a second. And obviously it was going around social media, you know. A good friend of mine, you know, had been featured. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, which friend is this? I was doing on it, bro. Congratulations, first of all. Trust me. Bro, how did that happen? You know, talk us through. Obviously, I know there might be some contracts in play and some bits and bobs you can't disclose. You know what I'm saying? I know you got some money sent through to you in it. When we see you in a new whip, we know why it won't go on there.
Listen, amen, man. Amen. I claim it.
The process, man.
Do you know, what it was actually is I put it on my post on social media as well. But I think about last year, my friend kind of gave me a call and said Jules is doing a live show and he wants like someone to come and like help him with the band and stuff like that. So obviously I went there and we had a great session and we had a great experience, great time together. So earlier on this year, he called me, invited me to the studio, and he's like, yo, bring your bass and yeah, let's just get some stuff cracking. So I worked on a couple tracks with him, and yeah, it was sweet. It was cool. And then round about the time I was dropping this EP, man, I love the way Jules is because he's so nonchalant and it's so cool, it's so chill. Does that make sense? So man just texted me and said, "Yo, happy birthday! By the way, yeah, the song that you worked on is going on Wizkid's album." So
Wow.
yeah,
That's just
like
like that.
literally just like that, and it was like raw.
Wow.
But honestly, man, it's been such a great experience. Like like I said, like 10 years ago when we were just bringing Afrobeats to this side of the country or this side of the world, actually, it was stuff you could dream of. Like Wizkid has been a star. Wizkid is headed as
Been in the game for over a decade now. To be honest with you, he's been doing this thing.
And this is the stuff that you dream of, like you actually dream of. So, man, I just think I think everything. I think everybody that was involved, and yeah, man, it's good music. It's great music. And
bro, what was the name of the title of the track?
Oh, the title of the song is True Love. It's got featuring Tayo and projects, produced by Jules, based by me. And yeah, it's the song is sweet, man. Like this song is sweet, honestly.
Now, to be honest with you, this Wizkid album was actually impressive.
Yo, he's been telling us,
sorry?
He's been telling us for a long time that this album that is coming is going to be amazing, and like I'm just humbled.
He delivered for real.
So yeah.
Well, that's dope. So I mean, just thinking back to the whole process of working with these guys who sort of elevated in the game, like, did you see any difference between that, working with them and sort of the other work that you've been doing, just in terms of from a creative point of view? Is there anything that I guess what I'm trying to ask is is there anything that is differences in kind of the way they
do you know what it is? Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
One thing I'm learning in the music industry is you can only be yourself. Like, honestly, you can only however you work, however you do things, just do it that way. As long as it works for you. Like, and look, going into another session and understanding how somebody else does it doesn't do anything for you. It's only to just be yourself and be original. Like, one of the things that I know a lot of artists do is like when they get to a track is like they just sing whatever comes out, like just sing rubbish and then see how that works and then write the lyrics afterwards. It works. Some other artists do it differently. They write the lyrics and then find the melody afterwards. As long as you do what works for you and you make sure that you believe in it like wholeheartedly, it's cool. Like because for me the difference between a lot of maybe upcoming artists and maybe the guys that are established is that they're fine with who they are. Like, honestly, they're fine with the way they do things. They're fine with absolutely everything. Like, once you get to that point where you absolutely accept yourself and accept your craft, accept your art, honestly, it doesn't really matter. Like, just as long as you have to just perfect it and make sure it's good. First of all, make sure it's good, and just go. But like, honestly, it's because sometimes you get into sessions and you got people trying to be somebody else or just be yourself, and then we go from there.
Yeah, I think that's such an important thing you said there, and even I guess on that sort of point that you made, how was it for you finding like your style of music, your style of playing bass, your style of producing? Was there like a moment where you're like, actually, this is me, or was it kind of like you experimented with different people's like that you looked up to their style? How did it work for you?
I wouldn't say that I've got to a point where, this is me. I would say that anything that I come up with, if I like it, I like it. It's like, for example, I've got a few like proper garage tracks. Like the first single that I put out in March was called Fenty with Zizzy Bo. It's a kind of Afro garage track, which stemmed from the inspiration of Craig David. If you didn't get it from that track, but like I said, it's one of those things where it just came to me. Like, I feel like any sort of everything, you yourself are some of your experiences and the way you were brought up. So I feel like as long as whatever you like bring comes to you, like you love it, you can say you can own it, then it's great. In all honesty. So I guess I wouldn't say that I've found a sound per se. I just said I found a style, and the way this style of making music works for me. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff coming and a lot of stuff that I truly believe in. So yeah, whether the
No
devil
doubt.
likes it or not, we're gonna make it, you know.
And well, first of all, that Fenty is a banger, so go listen to that. And obviously, Fenty Beauty themselves were posting that on Twitter a couple months back, saying,
Yeah.
"Yeah, bro, that was a track. Well done on that one." Um,
Appreciate it, man. Honestly.
but I guess, yeah, obviously, well, first of all, before we get to it, I know you've got some more music lined up, so we'll talk about that in a second. But I guess I wanted to talk more about kind of your message. You know, obviously, I think people are realizing these days that producers also have something to say through the beat. You know, sometimes they're writing, sometimes they're obviously producing, they're on, you know, playing instruments, etc. So a lot of producers are stepping their game up. The game is changing for real. Obviously, with your EP you've just released, with the works that you are doing, etc., etc. First of all, do you have a message for Women Love Sweet Things? Secondly, what message do you want people to receive? Or how do you want people to feel when they get your music in the first instance as well?
Yo,
It's a serious question, bro. We're taking it deep, bro.
Yo, I know.
We're taking it deep.
The message for Women Love Sweet Things, it was really about the, you know, the praising of women, really. I think that's one thing that we fail to do, and currently I feel like it's coming to everybody's awareness that we need to actually appreciate our women a lot more.
We do. And you listen, big ups to the women, the queens out there for real, for real. Anyway,
every one of them.
You know what I'm saying? We love our women over here, you know what I'm saying? Continue, I'm listening.
Like that's what I was going for. And the kind of sound I was going for was that kind of sound. It was just like, it's not really a message per se, but just like when you hear it, it's just like, yeah, this is sweet. That's it. Like you just feel that, you know when you feel this, you know that feeling when you heard Burna Boy and Wizkid on the same track. That kind of, yeah, this is sweet, like just there. And yeah, honestly, it was just a message to kind of just uphold our women, our black women, all of women, all shapes and all sizes, and yeah, just let them know that we love them. I was the first track, Go Down. Well, I was done with another Nigerian artist, but he's out in Cyprus actually, and he's got like such an amazing like songwriting capability, but that's not what Go Down was for. Go Down was actually just like a kind of Afro, kind of jazzy, kind of altair sound that would make you like appreciate. Just make sure like the sound like it go bust your brain, you know, like it go day there, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, honestly, it was for the women. It was for the women, so like it is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, really, I wouldn't say I have a message. I just want everybody to feel good when you listen to the music. I really want everybody to just understand that, okay, music is one of those places where you can escape, and it's like, okay, for example, Someone's Daughter, it was just about everybody wants to be someone's daughter that, you know, is taken care of, you know, get the Gucci, the Prada, you know, all of that. So it's one of those ones, just to, you know, feel good about yourself and go forward with it, really.
Amazing. And to follow up on what I said before as well, you mentioned obviously you got some, I know you got music lined up. Are we expecting any kind of project soon? You taking a break? You still in the studio? You grinding? You know?
Yeah, I'm still working.
2022.
I'm still working. I got 2 more singles that should be coming out before the end of this year. Hopefully, if everything clears, they should come out really soon. And then, yeah, man, I was trying to go back and do some videos, but you know, lockdown part 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we still got some more music. I've got another project I would like to release next year as well. I've been working on some other people's projects as well. Sizzyboy's got a project coming on that me and a couple guys we co-wrote and did some stuff on that as well. So yeah, I've just got a lot of features coming up, really. So yeah, just like the music day, like we're out here. We're definitely
amazing.
Then we're looking forward to it, man. We're looking forward to it.
No,
so where can we even find your music in the first place? What are the platforms?
You can find my music everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Tidal, Amazon, everywhere. Literally, these are. I go by the name of Babarons. That's Babarons, and yeah, just search that, and everything will be there as well.
Amazing. And bro, just before we wrap up, I guess my main this is always a big one. You know, sometimes it can be deep, sometimes it can be. It is what it is. But what gems? We call them gems. So
Just,
you know, something a bit. Something you can leave people with.
Small,
you know, some
small,
tips in other words. But I prefer the word gem. What kind of gems can you leave people with? So you know, let's say Tom, Dick, or Harry. They're looking to be producers like yourself. You know, they've got a bit of skill on the drums or on the guitar or, vocally or whatever. If they want to be in your shoes, obviously you've done Wizkid. So let's say if they want to be on Burna Boy's album, what do they need to do differently? What do they need to kind of develop or work on so that they can kind of progress as you have? I know. Think about it. Trust me, I know. I like to do this sometimes, bro. It is what it is. I do apologize.
One thing that, like I said, started like the Wizkid thing was getting that just me and Jules. So for me, it's always been working on my craft. Like for me in my craft, I feel like it's not about me comparing myself to anybody else, but I feel like when it comes to music and the way I understand it and the way I want it to be presented, like I'm unique, I'm different, I'm like no one. There's no two ways about that. The way I want to present music and the way I want you to feel it is different. So what I say is that just perfect your craft, network, and put yourself out there. Honestly,
come on.
That is it. Honestly, obviously not every. I wouldn't say obviously not everybody, but I say as long as you believe in yourself and you're actually good, then my G, the world is the sky is your limit. Honestly, because like everybody's doing something. So definitely just take that, perfect your craft, sell yourself.
Amazing.
And network. You never know when the person that you're sitting next to on the train you're gonna need them. Honestly, so just always network.
Yeah, it's true.
I think we're now starting to get to a realization that how like important networking is. I mean, look at how you just got a text just like that. Come down to this studio. If you hadn't networked, if you hadn't built that relationship, then it wouldn't have happened. So exactly. I think they always say it, like we always hear it, but like it's great to see how that's actually played out in your life, bro. Amazing.
No, congratulations, bro. And obviously we're excited to see what else there is to come. Now obviously we come to that point of the show where we need to make sure that people show you love. So obviously Women Love Sweet Things is out. True Love is out. Make sure you stream it.
Right now.
Support Babarons. Go and follow him. What's your socials?
Everything is Babarons, really. Babarons on Twitter. Babarons
Spell
on
it
Instagram.
for us, I beg. Spell it for us.
Right?
Some people might be confused.
Oh, wow. So BABARONALD on Twitter and on Instagram BABARONS. Babarons.
Amazing.
Okay, listen, stop right there. Listen, everyone, if you're hearing my voice right now, go and follow.
the team.
Make sure you follow that, man.
Next right now.
Listen, bro, I'm actually very happy and proud of you, man. And I'm very excited for what there is to come.
100%, man.
But guys, this has been Babarons, aka Ronald, aka Babarons. It's a multifaceted artist, instrumentalist, producer, apparently vocalist as well. You know what I'm saying? A little small sprinkle here and there. But guys, please follow him, support him. And just for those who may have joined late, Sessions is basically an opportunity to get in touch with artists, creatives, people who are just changing the game. And Ronald is one of them. 100%. And I think definitely he's one to watch. So make sure you keep your eye on him and follow his journey.
Yeah.
But guys, it's been real. Ronald, it's been real.
Thank you so much for your time. Honestly.
And that's it, bro. Big love.
Until the next one.
Appreciate you guys, man. Love.
Yeah, bro. Bless.